Hello, my name is Marcia Kish. I'm a blended learning coach. Today I'm going to explore the website Power My Learning. This is a free online resource for educators, parents, and students. All the activities are aligned to the Common Core state standards and are free and easy to use. Let's get started. After logging into the website, it takes you to like a little dashboard, pretty easy to use. You have activities, classes, you have find, create activities, and manage playlist. What you can also see along the side, you have math, K through 8, language arts, science, social studies, art, technology, world languages, your life, student tools, and teacher tools. The teacher tools is where you can create your assignments, you can manage your class data, you can do some professional development, and you can also communicate with the students and families when doing blended learning lessons. I'm going to start with the basics, and I'm going to create a playlist for my students to use. Right now I'm working on fractions, and I'm at 3rd grade level working with fractions. As you can see, I can pick what grade levels I want to use pretty easily just by clicking on it or by dragging the toolbar. I have some pretty low kids in my classroom that are, at 1st grade level with fractions, and then I have a couple kids who are pretty high. So I'm actually going to look at a range between, let's go 2nd grade through 5th grade. And as you can see, the activities curated are 134 activities that I can automatically add into my playlist. So if I like this matching game, I can see that it is a 3rd grade standard and it aligns with numbers and operations with the Common Core state standards. All I have to do is add to playlist. I'm going to create a new playlist and I'm going to call it Fractions 3rd grade. And I'm going to hit save. Alright, that activity has been added to my playlist. Now I can go over here and I can look at this activity. Alright, that's a 4th grade standard. That's not what I want with them, but I do know I like Kia, this website over here, so I'm going to add that one in because I know that they have some really great stuff. So I'm going to add to playlist. Add to 3rd grade fractions. Make sure I click on that one. And now I'm going to hit save. I have dividing fractions. This was a pretty tough skill for 3rd graders, but I do have some kids who are ready for that. So I'm going to add that to the playlist. 3rd grade, and hit save. As you can see, I can quickly modify. Maybe when I'm creating these playlists, I can do differentiation, have a high, medium, and low group. When I'm done finding my activities, I can then send it out to my students. Or before I go on to that part, I'm going to just see what activities are already created by other teachers. Oh, look at this. There's already pre-made playlists that I can use with my kids. Learn Zillion. All right, I'm going to add that one in. So all I had to do is add that playlist into my selection for the students. It talks through the playlist. This is what a playlist looks like. Okay, we're going to go to that activity. Now we're going to go to IXL. These are already pre-made lessons that were created by other teachers. You can see from a student point of view that it's pretty easy to manipulate and going to the next playlist. So let's go into, real quick, I want to take a look at Manage My Playlist. When I click Manage My Playlist, it's going to pop up the playlist that I have created. I have created 3rd grade fractions, and there's 3 activities. I have a 5th grade fractions, and then I was looking at Author's Purpose the other day for another teacher. Now that I have created my 3rd grade fractions, I need to assign it to my class. So I'm going to create my 3rd grade classroom. I'm going to go up to Classes. When it does that, it takes me into here and I'm going to create a new class. And I'm going to put in the classroom name, 3rd grade math. And I'm going to hit create. And then I will get a class code. I can either give that class code to my students and they can go sign in, or I can create and log in, create a username and log in for all my students. Either way, it's pretty easy. You just give the kids the digit code. It's a 6-digit code. Or I can go in and just assign and create a class roster myself. So this Power My Learning is great for just getting the kids started with a blended learning process, letting them go, explore on their own, but you're still kind of guiding them along the way. For more information about Power My Learning, go to the website, powermylearning.org, and take a look at it. I think you'll be impressed. Enjoy, and if you have questions about blended learning, feel free to contact me.